Yeah, you guys are there. So what's up, yo? How's it feeling? Feeling good? Everybody straight? Good, right? Let's do something. Yo, man. Let's say it like this. Before we even get started, I'm just gonna say this. We have to get over this shit. We have to. You know. Um Individually we can all make it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool and all, but that's not gonna help this group thing that we're doing here because everybody's gonna want to be in the group. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different if everybody didn't want to be in the group and everybody wants to be their own single thing. But I haven't heard many of my people saying, well, shit, we don't want nothing to do with, everybody. And oh, yeah, yo, what's up, man? This is a good one, too. You should stick around. This is a good one. But yeah, I haven't heard anybody in my group of people say, well, I just want us free, but I don't want us, interacting or dealing with each other. I don't ever remember hearing nobody say that. And I don't see anybody ever saying that. I don't see any group ever saying that. Like, yo, I just wanted to get free and then separate. So I'm saying that for a reason. Fuck it. This will be a better introduction to what I'm talking about. I want you to hear something. I want you to hear something from Paris album, but it's really, is that it? It's really Farrakhan, and I guess it was, one of his meetings or something. But listen to this. And shout out to Paris too. Shit. I mean, even though I'm awake and I learned so much, I still love that brother music. His shit is dope. Oh shit, I didn't even notice you just popped out. Hey, what up, Doom? Listen to this.
The revolution can't survive if the revolutionary can't. So the revolutionary has to be wise to avoid the killing fields. Not for the sake that he wants to live, but that the revolution may live and thrive. So revolutionaries have to be wise. Not only courageous, but wise.
Now, I'm putting that on there because I need people to understand why you don't see the light show like on people's pages and stuff like that. I want to, I really do, but I know better. I know better. That's not the point of me. The point of me is not to try to search for clout and all this different stuff that people are doing with the internet. That's not my job. My job is to drop jewels and leave. Because nobody's supposed to really catch up to me. They're not. I don't know why people haven't got that yet. It's like, yo, the light show, bro, is not. It's not that he's special or nothing like that, but he's giving too much to be around you guys. They don't need to really know who I am. That's why I don't mind having low numbers. I don't mind if I stay 500, 1,000 subscribers forever. I don't mind. I don't really want to blow up that big because everybody doesn't need to be on my page. You know how quick I would be? Look how I only had like 1,200, maybe like 1,300 subscribers on that other page. And look how quick they kept hitting me. They kept hitting 2 weeks, a week, 2 weeks, a week. Bro, take this video down. Take that video down. Suspend this video. It's like, I can't, you'll never get the information, bro. Their whole agenda is to stop us from getting it. All right. Will the real masters of the earth please stand up? What am I talking about? I can't get mad at something that I didn't invent. Okay, whether you want to call us Indians, Aboriginals, Native Americans, Africans, I don't give a fuck. We are not the creators of racism. We're not the creators of separatism. Now, if you want to talk about Africans, that's fine, because I'm not an African. But we're not the creators of that. You know what I'm saying? The creators of racism is white supremacy. That's where it comes from. But there's also another introduction of racism. And that's that Bible. A lot of people can use the Bible to say prejudiceness or racism. I've seen Hebrew Israelites do it. I've seen Paleface do it. I've seen Arabians do it. You know, they might use Islam and the Quran, but I've seen them do it. I've seen Jews do it. Okay. When I'm saying, will the real masters of the earth stand up, I don't know how to put it to people that are not of this shade and that are not from the Americas. Because this has nothing to do with Africa. Like, let's say it like this. Do you see anybody trying to imitate the African? No. Do you really see people trying to imitate the Latino? You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Think about the whole Chicano style and all that. Not really. When people say that they're imitating white people, is that true? If I create rock and roll, but everyone views Paleface as rock and roll, I literally see white people do it to me. Like, I'll bring up some rock and roll song that I like, and they're like shocked, like, you like rock and roll? And I'm like, of course I like it. I invented it. The hell? Remember that other video I was talking, and I told people that a Hispanic will literally call you a mayate and then drive off bumping mayate music. They'll literally be bumping Zappa Roger. You know what I'm saying? Bounce to the ounce. It's like, that's weird, you know. These Jewish people, you know, everybody's beneath them. They're going, but they know to stay around these niggas. They know to stay around them for talent. Not talent. They know to stay around them for athleticism, and they know to stay around them for vibrational patterns like music. What I'm saying is, all the industry is old. Yeah, I feel you on that. Hell yeah. What I'm trying to say is, the American Negro, not the African, not Jamaicans, the American Negro is the sleeping giants on earth. They are the masters on earth. How do we know this? Because everybody is jacking them in line that they're doing it. Like, why are white people not bumping that Celtic bullshit that they came over here with, you know, we can dance, la la la. Why are they not doing that? Why, when you hear Latino music of today, why are they like, why are people stealing the American Negro's energy and then trying to act like it's not the American Negro's energy? Why are you stealing their patterns and then trying to claim it's hip hop? See, this is something that they do, just like rock and roll. Rock and roll started as the devil's music, and then all of a sudden it's the white man's music. So was it really the devil's music, or was it because you invented it and then they slowly but surely stole it, and now they don't call it the devil's music anymore? And then when they called it the devil's music, what did they have to mix with it? Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. No. Rock and roll is by itself. So is sex and drugs. Why are you putting those together? Because that's what you're doing with it. Same thing with Aleister Crowley and you know, sleeping with the little kids and shit. Whatever he was explaining, he could have just explained it. He didn't have to physically act that out. You don't. So when you look at the why are black people in poverty? Why are they so low cognitive? Why is no one rising them up? because you cannot leech off you if you're risen. If you're risen up, they cannot leech off you. You know what I'm saying? They can't. Okay. And then everybody is against you. Everybody is. But they're all claiming to be your friend. So what I'm asking the masters of this earth is, when are you going to stand up? When are you just going to be honest and be like, look, if nobody is copying me, then I'm going to make a new form of music, and none of you are allowed in it. Everybody going to lose their mind. That's not right. That's separate. No. Everybody has came up off my shit but me. Everybody's owning something but me. How does the hardest working group here, because they were the slaves, right? Okay, how do they not have anything? But these dilapidated people from third world countries are sneaking up here, and they already have restaurants. And I can hear people, that's racist. No, it's not, because they have their own land and it's dilapidated. See, after a while, the American Negro is going to have to get out of their fucking feelings and use common sense. Majority of these people are bums. They are from lands that did not build America, and they're trying to reap the benefit off of paleface, you, and the what they call a Native American or American Indian, whatever you want to call it. That's what they're doing. It's common sense. Everybody's working at these stores and then taking this shit back home. Meanwhile, you're 36 trillion in debt. You don't have nowhere to go. I keep telling the melanated being, you don't have nowhere to go. The American Negro has nowhere to go. You don't relate to the African because they ain't put in half the work you did. You don't relate to the Jamaican because they're dilapidated. So where could you go? How would that help? And why is everybody trying to fuck up your land and got you brainwashed, hating your own shit, arguing with Mr. Charlie, the only person that will hire you? Why is that? I told y'all in the late 1400s, that's when Freemasonry was created. Okay, in the late 1400s is the fall of the Moors. That's also when they start coming over here. What information were they building up before these pilgrims came here? And then why did they come here? See, because everybody keeps talking about these Indians like, oh, they were just savages. And what the fuck was Paleface running from? Religious what? They couldn't practice right? So they had to leave. So how the fuck are the Indian savages or the African savages or whoever the fuck you want to claim is a savage when your ass is starving to death? Everybody knows about the Dark Ages, and we're not talking about Moors. No, we're talking about when the streets of Europe were filled with piss, pestilence, and shit. Always remember, the first women sent to the Americas are all prostitutes. That's who they sent over here. They sent over here some dickless white men and some prostitutes. That's the facts. I don't give a damn about what you're talking about. That's the facts. How can a group of people, and this is no offense to the paleface of today, because you were spellbound too. You've been in the spell also, so we're not talking to you. How could the paleface of the past teach people about cleanliness and godliness and all this different stuff when they were only bathing once a week? Make that make sense. That's in their records. Just like they talk about everybody else. Oh, yeah, they were savages. Okay, so why doesn't people know about when they were in the Carcass Mountains eating their own kids? Why do you give me the image of the drug dealer when I don't have any drugs? You're bringing that shit in here. Why are you giving me the image of a pimp when that's blaxploitation and you're the first pimp here? Remember, they got polygamy. Their women are willing to be, 3 deep in a relationship. They don't have that problem. But the white guy, I don't know the whole marriage thing, one-on-one. I don't know. But all I know is when it comes to pimping, that's something he created. Nobody else had to pimp. The women were willing. Remember, in these older ancient nations, women were willing to do that in groups. That's him. He the whole pimp thing is him. The whole drug dealer thing is him. The whole dope fiend thing is him. It has nothing to do with you. And people be like, oh, well, that's racist. No, we're not talking about paleface of today. We're talking about the old one. The one of today is lost. It's so damn lost, motherfucker. I'm positive white people love their kids. Okay. Why haven't they put a fucking foot down with the fruitcakes and all this weirdo stuff that is not beneficial to anybody? Like, why are you so thirsty to help a group that has not built the town, not built the city? It's like, I don't have a problem with gays, but I have a problem with saying I don't have a problem with gays. That shouldn't even be the first thing out of my mouth. The first thing out of my mouth should be, what do you produce? You don't build shit. You don't create shit. You don't help shit. All you do is start shit. So why the fuck would I do anything for you? Same thing with these third world country people sneaking in here. You ain't got shit to do with white and black people. So why the fuck are you racist to either one of them? Bitch, how dare you? How dare you get in the mix of something that has nothing to do with you? And it's because of them two that this place is even built. Black and white people should have their nuts sucked by every foreigner coming in here because y'all didn't build shit. And I don't want to hear nothing about the Great Migration Act. Get the fuck out of here, bro. We already know the history on that. The people who built America are whites and blacks. That's it. We're not giving it to no Europeans. We're not giving it to no Africans. We're not giving it to any of you dilapidated losers that came over here looking for a better life, because clearly where you're from, there wasn't one. And obviously God don't like you. We're not leaving. Keep 100. We're in God we trust. We're the ones saying it's the land of milk and honey. We're saying we're the great ones. And here's the funny thing. There's no America in the Bible. So is it possible that these people created some bullshit and not stole, but basically like are preoccupying the hidden land and reaping the benefits of all the people that were here that made it possible? Because I hate to tell people, without the American Negro, America sucks. It sucks dick. Y'all wouldn't even have stealing in baseball. You wouldn't. You wouldn't even have a stop sign. You wouldn't. You wouldn't have a lot of fucking things, motherfucker. You wouldn't have a cookie. There'd be no cookies on earth. None. Now, I'm not saying we're the first ones to create the train, because I believe Europe had one. But home security system, you wouldn't have that. We wouldn't have a lot of things if it wasn't for the Americans. The Americans did a lot on earth, a lot. So much so that everybody keeps trying to run over here. You don't hear about the only Americans you hear about leaving America is who? Bitch ass elite celebrities that got bigger things to worry about, like these lists, these Diddy lists, these Epstein lists, all this shit. They got to worry about that. How the fuck you gonna say that you care about your fans and you're willing to leave them? Leave them for dead because of a president. It's y'all. I don't care how racist it sounds. I don't care how ignorant it sounds. None of these groups on earth are responsible for so much shit but the Americans. I'm not talking about no fucking Germans. I'm not talking about no ancient Africans. I'm not talking about none of that shit. No, I'm talking about in modern time, besides the Chinese, which we allowed. You know, we're still running off tariffs with these punk motherfuckers from the 40s. That's why they're not paying us. That's why they just keep leeching off of us. Bro, we're going off tariffs that we made in World War II. When we pretty much knocked off half the world and shit, we were like, oh, my bad. Well, look, we're not going to tax you, okay? You come over here and sell your stuff, we're not going to tax you. Yeah, that was fine back then. These motherfuckers then came up all the way up. Like, okay, there was a time that a pack of cigarettes was 50 cents. Okay, now it's like $13. All right. If we went back to 50 cents, right, the economy's changed, right? Okay, same thing. So who would keep us with this dead, old foreign affair type shit? And who's dealing with more foreign affairs? Who's home first, and then who's about saving the world? Now, in your politics. See? This is why I keep telling my people, y'all got to be Republicans. This is why y'all are so fucked in life, because you've had nothing but the antics. You've had nothing but the theatrics. Okay, that's great. That's always good. But my people don't understand that's backwards. You know what I'm saying? Before you want to make alchemy and fucking turn lead into gold and all that shit, you must first have land to do that on. You dig? Well, that's the problem with my people. They want to be the star with the football instead of making the team first. See, you create the team, which is going to come with a stadium. It's going to come with a mascot. It's going to come with a lot of different stuff. Then you can run the ball and play with it. You dig? That's what like I said, I need these people to wake up. I need the real masters of Earth to wake up. You have to. Because now we got it. We got our chance, yo. We got our chance. Everybody's out of the spell. Everybody can see. Well, the people that want to see can see what they've been under. The revealing, the revelation, the last days, or the in the last days, stuff like that. They weren't talking about the end of the earth. Motherfuckers could use that excuse over and over and over again. Like your grandparents, like your parents, like the ones before them. Anybody can use that. But when you see the revealing of things, like legacy media exposed for robot fucking mind control, when you have people like Candace Owens exposing the whole George Floyd riots, but then turn around and expose the CIA, but then at the same time expose that, and it's not just her, it was me, Judge Joe Brown, a lot of expose that J. Edgar Hoover is a mixed breed. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would all this be coming out right now? Why is all the American Negro is the American Indian talk? Why is all this coming out now? Because these are the last days, guys. Literally, Trump won the whole nation in a landslide. This has to be the last days. How did the fucking media lose? That's an act of something else. And I keep telling you, we're not talking about Spooky Man. We're talking about the Game Master. All this is happening on American soil. All of it. So for Trump to turn his head, and if he'd have had it like this, it'd have been a straight. For him to just turn his head and get a, because he didn't really get hit in the ear. He kind of got like tipped. Why? No, shut up, plan. No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is why. You ever heard of faith or fate? You know what I'm saying? Or like purpose or premise, or like some things you just can't stop. It's like your birth, guys. You know? You guys know how you were conceived? I mean, were you a rape baby? Were you an accident? I mean, but you see you're still here. Some things just can't be stopped. Okay, truth cannot be stopped. Like they say, everything eventually will come to light. All right, what are we talking about? Something that was never in the light. How do we know it's true? Because this is the only group of people that we're talking about whose information has been lied on. Only the American Negro and the American Indian have history that has been lied about. They told people that these people were savages and they only had teepees and stuff like that. No, dog, they had long houses, castles, fucking pyramids, all them types of. Why would they lie about that? Why would they hide that? Okay, the American Negro. Oh, because you're not the Indian. Bro, the American Negro invented ice cream. They invented the damn potato chip, bro. They invented so much different stuff. Like, so much different stuff. Like, I just keep bringing up the same things because I might as well. You might as well. How you going to not credit somebody for the modern bed? The female made the Craftmatic. You guys literally made the propeller for the steamboat. There was only one propeller on Earth before the air propeller. Okay, you invented it. Why don't black people know that? Like, or American Negroes, why don't the kids know that? Like, why are they, they called me a nigger and told me to go back to Africa. Why aren't they full of pride and be like, bitch, if I went back to Africa, you wouldn't have no fucking ice cream. Shut the fuck up. Like, why wouldn't they be so combative? Like, why wouldn't they know about themselves? Like, man, you can't do it. Come on, man. Confidence is the key. We all know that. Knowledge is power, but confidence is the key. It doesn't matter how much knowledge you have if you're afraid to use it, if you're afraid to display it, it won't matter. So you got to have confidence. So what was the thing they took from us? Confidence. You didn't invent the prisons, but you stayed doing something that was invented in prison, sagging. Why would you be the host of that? Because they wanted you to remain a child. They don't want you to be looked at as an adult. Rappers in the day, and I'm not talking about the fruitcake costumes. No, I'm talking about rappers back in the 80s, bro. Just look how Rakim dressed. KRS-One, they didn't sag. Shoot, even the gangster rappers in the beginning, they didn't sag. So why would we know the homosexuality is going on in this industry? And why would the industry promote grown men half with their pants down? Who's winning in this? Because there is no street excuse. The streets have never really gave a justifiable reason to why they sag. Well, here to tell you. It's what happens when punks get in power. And then they start making their punk stuff the new thing. Where it's like, wait a minute. Snitching was a no-go. Now it's okay to snitch. Punks got in power. Walking around with your pants half off your ass was a no-go. Now everybody doing it. Punks got in power. Used to budget your alcohol, budget your, you can't, your smoke can't just be, now it's, I put a Molly in your drink, 30 Percocets up. Punks got in power. Boy, it will be a joyful day when my people get it. And stop the fake image that they gave you. And stop crediting decency to Paleface. Stop doing that. Not saying that he don't have decent people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it like that, because there's two whites, there's two pale faces, just like there's two American niggers. There's the hillbilly and the nigger slave, and then there's the dignified beings that were in the North. Always read up on what Woodrow Wilson did. When that president went up north, he brought that bull crap, what the hell is that dude's name? Jim Crow crap up there. And that's how the problem started. It also started when they started allowing low cognitive blacks to move up north. It is what it is. You have to know the whole story if you're going to challenge it and deal with it. Blacks have been infiltrated not only by spellcasters, but the spellcasters knew if you saturate a group around ignorance, they will be oversaturated with it and they will become it. This is why the black community doesn't take, or whatever you want to call it. This is why they don't take heed to DNA. You think somebody's tough because they're terrorizing the neighborhood. They're not tough at all. They're an idiot. You think somebody's good because they're selling drugs and they got money. Meanwhile, they're just destroying future generations. That's how a coward thinks. That's what a coward would do. Oh, it's all about me. It's all about yourself. Not worry about nobody else. That's not a man. A man has to stand up for the whole village, yo. The bear is coming, bro. You have to stand up for all of them. The bully is coming, yo. You know what I'm saying? They can't beat him. You got to stand up, yo. That's a man. All this independent individual stuff, that's feminine energy. You're just worried about yourself. You're not even worried about the group. And I can hear women already. That's not true. A woman cooks for everybody. How's she going to cook without the meat? So what's in his head? If she's the one that's, it's just about her. It's like, so what's he thinking when he's on the hunt? He's sitting there in camouflage waiting for this thing to stop up and then spring and attack and then take it. And then he makes the nice cuts so it doesn't look all barbaric. It's just a fucking leg sticking off your table. Clearly he cares. That's why he does way more on Earth. All I need her to do is to fertilize the baby. That's it. Majority of the work is going to be done by hand. It's going to be him. So I'm saying that to say this. When your community is full of low cognitive men that are only worried about how they look and their popularity, And they know they ain't got no wisdom. And they know they ain't got no goodness in their heart. And they just out there having sex with women because women look good. I understand that. But that doesn't mean you're supposed to have offspring. And most weak men impregnate women just trying to keep them. But every real man knows that that can't keep a woman. That can't keep a woman. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, we don't know what can keep a woman. And it's more advisable that if you aren't the brightest person, you shouldn't be making offspring. I didn't say you can't date them, sleep with them, marry them. I'm not saying it. But I'm saying you shouldn't be making children if you're not the wisest person, because the more the intelligence declines, the more the society declines. And then you just look at the so-called black community. Why is it such in a declining state? It has nothing to do with what people are giving you for free. When your ancestors didn't have anything for free and they built it, they did it. So that's not it. And then who put you on that mission? Boule Democrats. That's who did it, to keep their slaves, to keep you weak, to keep you not standing up for the right fight. They got you out there talking about white man and, you know, the little Crockett girl and shit. What struggle has the white man went through? Shit, Ospalooza Massacre. Them good white men died right next to us, getting shot the fuck up by some dirty ass Democrats. What about them two white Jews that went down south with the black kid and got killed in Mississippi? What about what's that guy named John Brown? Shoot, what about Crazy J from Posse? They beat him to death in the middle of the street. Why? Trying to save what the fuck is that nigga's name? Little scary dude, but trying to save him. And like he said, he ain't never did nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? But he rode out with us. There's shoot, I got a white homeboy from the set that Ben rode out for. But it's like, brother, that ain't got nothing to do with it. And there's plenty of black people that rode out for white people. I know I ain't lying. Shit, I done seen niggas save a few white boys were like, they about to beat the shit out of him. You ain't say something, but nah, you can't let him go out like that. What you mad for? What you mad? Because he got you? You was joking on him all day. He got one on you, motherfucker. Oh, now you want to fight. Get your sensitive ass fucking, you ain't touching him. You ain't touching him, period. Shit, crack another joke. So weird ass. Like, so it's not about that. And peace and love to everybody that showed up. Yo, this group got to wake up. Y'all got the power. Y'all got the keys. Think about all this lyrical spells that you guys have casted. And then you're such a good spell caster. You're like the Grinch. You're so sly and so slick. You'll think of a lie and you'll think it up quick. You'll say some shit like, oh, well, music doesn't influence people to do things. Everything influences everything to do something stupid. You think I didn't watch Rocky and want to box all of a sudden? Like, I feel hype, I want to box. You know what I'm saying? Watch fucking American Ninja or Play Ninja Gaiden, and you don't think I'm trying to move a little quicker? Like, yo, I wonder if I could do that shit. Like, bruh, everything influences everything. What are you talking about? So if you're constantly listening to music that's telling you, kill this nigga, rob this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Pimp this bitch, slap this bitch, sell this drug, show no love. How can you say in your mouth that it's not going to start taking place? And then look at the stories. Got young dumb black brothers killing their whole family, killing their girlfriend, killing their parents, all types of stupid shit. You got girls out here doing dumb shit, running over people, excuse me, throwing hot boiling water on people, lying, getting people locked up. Look at the wickedness that's going around. You act like it's just black people. You act like it's just black people. You are a true Boule Democrat. You're worried about everybody else and complaining about your situation being dirty. That doesn't make any sense. Why would I talk about what white people are doing to white people or what white people are doing to black people when I feel the greater fight is what black people are doing to black people or so-called black people? I'm pretty positive there's a Hispanic saying the same thing. Why the fuck are we worried about what the fuck they're doing, dog? This is our fucking neighborhood. We should be worried about what we're doing. And then, pretty sure there's a Hindu saying the same shit. Like, That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here having these uninterrupted conversations for you guys. We have to get past it. It's okay to have scholarly information or find something new or bring something new to the table. Ain't nothing wrong with that, guys. The problem comes in when you're not moving. You're not moving. What's the point of giving out health if y'all still not united? What's the point of giving out, spiritual wisdom if y'all not united? It doesn't matter. So I'm saying that, like, yo, it's about that time. Y'all gotta wake up. Y'all gotta wake up. No more scary talk. You gotta call it what it is. You guys are Masons, but you're asleep. You don't know that you are. Some of you do, but you don't know that you're the good Masons here to fight the good fight and get rid of these wicked people. You want to keep using it like it's a scapegoat, like some fucking secret society. No, bro. Those are bad Masons. And you know they are. That's why they come with so many clauses and so much headache. And you play with your butt and you're doing this. That's why. Good Masons have always been here. The teacher that shows up on time and teaches the students right and not perverted and trying to, that is a good Mason. The construction worker that follows all safety code regulations and makes sure that this is a good build and it's going to last 10, 15 years. That is a good Mason. The noble parent, you know what I'm saying, that disciplines but not abuse. That is a good Mason. It's like, bro, you guys have to wake up. Of course, our towns, our blocks and neighborhoods are diminished. It's like, look what you're doing. All you're worried about is being seen on a camera that you didn't invent. You're not getting any revenue from. You keep this image up of this coonery, buffoonery that has not got you anywhere, and you've seen what you used to do. You've seen the great music that you used to make. You see the great energy that you used to cast. And now you just want to do all this talking bad about people and negative energy and just hurt and hurt and hurt and hurt. But when you're the main person on the mic, bro, that's what's going to saturate the whole scene. It's not even just black people. George Lucas himself said it about Hollywood. He said, bro, all they're doing is stealing our old stuff. They don't even have no new ideas. Why do you think it's like that? Who else don't have no new ideas? The real masters here. You guys have been doing the same one too. Talking about the same crimes. Stuff from the 80s. You got people out here still talking about cracking their rhymes. Stovetop God or whatever. The whole Griselda thing. It's like, bro, are you serious? What are you guys, lost in a time capsule or something? It's like, bro, nobody sells crack. Who would keep us like that? Who would keep us spellbound and just foolery? And we been did it. And we could take a chance and do some enlightening stuff again. We could bring like real wisdom again. Not fandom ship where, I just want everybody looking at me and agree with what I'm saying. No, yo. Sometimes it's like it's ran its course. Love for your people has not ran its course. But the concept of division, you know what I'm saying? When both of us are black and white, Paleface and the American Negro, you're both black and white because these are states of mind. Being white or black has nothing to do with not cracking in skin or developing wrinkles. Neither one of them. What are you talking about? It was the Moors who created this science. Late 1400s. That's when Freemasonry is made. Okay, chess is made in the 11th century by these people that we call the Moors. In chess, the light piece moves first. So there's no racism involved in this. This is all true esoteric masonry. This is all for you. This is really for you. I'm not going to be disrespectful with it. You don't have to put on a blindfold. You ain't got to ride no goat with me. I'm be honest with you. This is all for you. But they don't want you reading those holy books right. They don't want you understanding allegory, because at the end of the day, they lose a customer, they lose a slave, they lose a buyer, they lose a consumer. That's why it became from slavery to consuming. You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, this is a capitalistic society. That's all right. That's okay. That gives everybody a fair chance to be a capitalist. You can make money. That's cool. But the consumerism, that's our problem. And that came more in effect, because you could talk about when they gave women rights and stuff. That's cool. But it became worse when Barack Obama came in and shipped all of our jobs. That's what people don't get, bro. You got to stay moving. You got to stay working. You don't want to sit around and lounge too much unless you got the juice. Like you coming up with new ideas. You know what I'm saying? You changing the world. Other than that, it's good to work. It's good to move. It's good to stay functioning. Keeps your body in shape. You know what I mean? By taking all those low skill jobs away, you took people's secondary jobs away. Most people don't mind having a second part-time job. Most don't. Most don't mind a little extra money. So if you got your degree or your craft, your skill, you know what I'm saying, and you work that's your main bread, and you got an extra 4 hours to spend, why wouldn't you want to be, with the, damn, I forgot what they call it. But anyway, sitting in there, making sure that little plastic bottles don't fall over like that old show, Laverne and then whatever, the conveyor belt. You know what I mean? Or putting little keychains together. So like, why the hell should that be in Taiwan and Korea and stuff like that, bro? That's money. And with nobody else making it, there's no tariff on it. So it's just all bread. It's just all money. It give these kids something to do instead of being on that damn computer all day, because that's not good neither. They're not learning nothing. Most of them have a smartphone in their pocket and they still dumb. And that goes for adults and kids. Facts. I seen a white guy ask a bunch of different people, and he was like a European. His voice, you could tell he was either Australian or from Europe. And he had black people, white girls, white men, everybody. He's like, yo, name me 5 countries in Africa. Some people said South America. Some people couldn't think of anything. Somebody said something that was like way off. I forgot, but he was just like, and I said something to myself. I said, how can we have all this advanced technology and humanity is getting dumber? Clearly, some group has a job to do. You want to just put it on one person? No, I don't look at the Christ story like that. Everybody is individually Christ. Everybody's going to wake up and put their piece to this puzzle. That's why you'll do greater works than even I. Why? Because you are the energy. Every Christ is not the same. You know what I'm saying? Some do this, some do that. And people are like, oh, no, it's Christ only one. No. You're in the blood, right? You're in the light. You walk in the light of, right? It's all allegory, kids. Stop being so spooky. It's here. You cannot show me anywhere else on earth there's a group of people that have been robbed and made so many damn things. You can't. Golden era of America. Look it up. American Negro came up with the most inventions of everybody on earth except the German and the European. This is what they'll say. And that's fine. They can have that. Not no Asians, not no Hindus, not no Hispanics. Nobody else. Just for some reason, for some weird reason, you know what I'm saying? These white and black, they're always like neck and neck right by each other for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. They're raised in the same place, same. I don't know. They had the same masonry. I don't know. Okay, that's just that. Now, what about all these rhythmic patterns? Jesse Ventura admitted it. America wouldn't even have any music if it wasn't for the American Negro. They created all the sounds. A slave. That's another thing about the golden era of America. How did someone who was enslaved that could not read How did they just hop out of slavery and just start inventing like that? I keep telling people, Reconstruction era is only 12 years. So from 1865 to like 1877, it just, how? How is it so easy for them? And then later, after Reconstruction, after the burnings and lynching, they come through with all these rhythmic patterns. You know what I'm saying? It starts in like the early 1900s. You know what I'm saying? You got your blues, okay, and your jazz and your country, okay, and your rock and your funk and your techno and your disco. It is like, bro, I haven't even brought up hip hop yet. They be like, oh no, white people created bluegrass. That is the dumbest shit I have ever heard. Even in cartoons, when you see that one string on the broom, who do you think that is? That's the first minstrel show. Those are the blacks dancing on the plantation. Who didn't know that? That's bogus. The white guy taught the black guy how to play the guitar, but the black guy creates all this stuff with the guitar. This is not racism. This is actually showing Americans something. You guys have the golden ticket here. You're treating it wrong. You're treating it foul. I understand because it does not know itself. I get it. But that's what we're doing out here. We're trying to bring it back to what it really is. The fullest potential of light in the universe. Right here. And it's proven itself. We can degrade anybody. We can talk about everybody's downfall, so that's fine. But if we're just going off the collective of things created, and then from the rhythmic patterns itself, like you guys are dealing with God on earth. You kind of are. They've even admitted that God is a sound and God is music. It's a lot of music that came from there, from one group. Check that out, Africa. Fuck that. Check that out, the world. All of you. You wonder why you want to come here so bad. Oh, it's the economy. No, the economy's in the dumps. People still sneaking in here. So obviously we need some Republican structure and order. We need some law around this motherfucker. People need to go to jail. Motherfuckers need to get locked the fuck up. We're not just talking about criminals like blue collar. No, I'm talking about white collar. I'm talking about these people in the Senate, all these dirtbags. It's time to fucking, all right, motherfuckers, this is a raid. Anybody trying to leave, I pump one in your ass. It's like, it's time. It's time. I'm saying with this time, I think we should go in through the door too. I think we should go in also. I don't think we should stay out here no more. And just be, lost amongst each other, just arguing the same old arguments over and over and nothing ever getting done. And then our kids just getting lower cognitive and dying and our women, being ridiculed and dying and our brothers being ridiculed and dying. It's like, it's played out, It's played out. Like the killing each other is played out. The hurting each other, selling each other dope is played out. It's time for us to really look into maybe, the peace. You know what I'm saying? Just maybe. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know. But maybe, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even these people at this war going on right now, they even trying to have peace conversations. Biden messing it up. Biden shooting other missiles and shit. Crazy ass. But democracy before diplomacy. We need to really have a conversation and ask ourselves, where has the leading us taking us? Where have we been going this whole time? Have we been going up or have we been going in a circle? Go. No bad blood, only good blood to replenish and reflourish.